up in a better place. Get my people out the hood, we'll see better days. Tell a fan sorry, y'all let them wait. Shit up there like a Saturday. Listen to me how beats beat up like a battle.
Yo, what up, guys? This is your boy Kofi with KO Sports Talk, back at with another video and another episode of KO Sports Hangout. I got my co-host Chuck Full Damage Miller, and we're going to be talking about the Chicago Bears OTAs and how it just wrapped up. We're going to be talking about some key players who've been making some progress so far. So far in today's episode, we're going to be talking about first Justin Fields, him making progress with his throws, making quick decisions. And we're going to be talking about, Jalen Johnson coming back from him being missed for the past couple weeks during OTAs. So, Charles, what do you think about what's been going on in OTAs? You can just cover it. Give the people your thoughts about, what's been going on with the Bears OTAs.
I think it's a lot of how can I put it? It's a lot of energy, a lot of hype. I love what I'm seeing coming out of the OTAs in terms of the impressiveness that the players are showing. Bears fans, we're gonna have a very high energy team, and we can blame that on the youth if we want to. But truth be told, it's a lot of energy coming about the Hallis Hall right now, and I love what these guys are bringing to the table. I love the range of ability that they're showing, even with the raw talent. They're showing a lot of ability, bro.
Right.
And that's refreshing, especially after last year, bro. Us struggle, to win 3 games all year, and I'm being honest with you, bro. I haven't heard the end of it from Packers fans. They just keep on harping. The Bears were 3-14. They were 3-14, and this is true. We were 3-14, but we were 3-14 for a reason. That's because management wrote off an entire year so they could get us right this year. But not to harp on that so much. I think what we're going to see, and what we see right now, OTAs is really showing, giving us a glimpse of it. We're going to see a very explosive team. It's going to be an exciting team to watch. The Bears are going to be flying all over this field, bro. I love what the secondary is doing. All these new young guys coming up, and they showing out in the OTAs. And then we getting a glimpse at Tremaine Edmonds' ability.
Oh, Tremaine!
Oh my God!
They're like in Bears Twitter. They're talking about how what's his name, Tremaine Edmonds. He's also been the star of OTAs. He picked off a pass from I believe it was PJ Walker, and he took it in for a touchdown.
Oh no, he actually picked the ball off. Was it him? I'm trying to remember.
It was PJ Walker.
Okay. The other guy, Ferguson, he picked off Justin Fields.
Stevenson.
I'm sorry. Yeah, middle of the night, bro. Yeah, Stevenson picked off Justin Fields. So it's a lot of rah-rah that's going on right now, and I love it. Jonas, my man.
What up, Jonas? What's going on, dude?
Man, we miss you out here, bro. Come on out here, man.
Yeah, I got the link, and so if Jonas, you want to join in, and T.O., I got the link right here. Talk more Bears. But, specifically, also, with you talking about Tariq Stevenson, man, he's also been making a lot of plays so far this offseason. So with him, what type of role do you think he's going to play this upcoming season? I mean, to me, I think he's going to be more of like a plug-and-play starter. He's going to be like the CB2, especially, with Jalen Johnson, his contract year coming up so far. He feels like he has a lot to prove. I remember he was on ESPN 1000. He was just talking about his charity event, him taking some time to be with his family. But most importantly, he talked about that he wants to prove to the players, he wants to prove to his team and to the NFL that he can be that number one cornerback, that he can be one of the top tier cornerbacks in this league.
I definitely look at him as a possible plug and play piece. It's not going to be easy to trump a Kyler Gordon or these other guys we got besides Jalen Johnson. But I definitely see Tariq Stevenson as a disruptor type. That's the way I see him. You know, he looks like he can get under offensive skin.
Like he's very physical.
Very physical, very physical, very handsy, you know, and he's smart. You know, he putting himself in the proper positions. You know, he's making the plays on the ball, and he can frustrate the daylights out of a talented wide receiver, a speedy guy who's used to being open, who all of a sudden can't get open because this dude's had his hands off.
This guy's like always like shadowing him, literally.
Right. What I sense from this Bears team, along with the high energy, bro, from these OTAs, I sense that this Bears team is going to be very physical, bro. And that's the brand of football we're used to playing, bro. We're used to playing a high energy brand of football.
That's the hits philosophy for you.
Absolutely. So yeah, I think you know, sky's the limit right now, bro, for where this team can go, bro. The sky's the limit where this team can go. You know, but I'm loving what I'm seeing in the OTAs.
And also with Jalen Johnson, we could talk a little bit more about him. Based on like the market of cornerbacks, you know that Jair Alexander, he's the most highest paid player in the NFL. And then you have Denzel Ward. He has $16.5 million. And Jalen Ramsey, he has $16 million. Do you think that he could be like that top 10 paid cornerback so far? What do you think his market value is for Jalen Johnson?
I don't think that Jalen Johnson is at that level as of yet. Can he get there? Absolutely, he can get there. But right now, you can't demand top billing in terms of, you know, highest paid cornerbacks in the league. He's not a top cornerback in this league. For you to be there, bro, you got to put some more work in, bro. There's got to be some more work, and that's not taking anything. That's not taking anything away from JJ. I think he's a great player, bro. Plays a position very well. You know, he's a ball hawk. You know, he got a lot of tools there. But you know, until you are completely shutting down somebody or, you know, impacting the outcome of a game like these guys, like the Denzel Wards are, no, bro. I don't see him getting paid that kind of salary. Maybe, you know, $8 million a year. You know, maybe we talking around that.
That's a little too low. I'll say he's probably like 11 or 12 million.
Is he 11 to 12? Is he an 11 to 12 $million guy to you though? That's the question you have to ask yourself.
I think so.
And
because the highest paid corner is like getting paid 17 mil.
Right, but
like 17, 16 mil.
Yeah. I mean, and then when you compare him to your 11 million, $12 million guys, how does he compare?
Like he's like, because if he's getting paid 10 mil, he's just right outside top 10. Like he's right outside of the top 10. Yeah.
I just think we don't want to sometimes players can overstate their value, bro. They can make themselves, you know, think that they're worth more than what they really are. And truth be told, the Bears have, you know, Ryan Paul and them, they have really prepared themselves for this, bro. Look at all these cornerbacks they brought in. You know,
you said Jalen's not that type of corner.
I totally agree, Jonas. I totally agree. He just is not at that top tier, bro. He is not at that top tier. I love him. I don't want the Bears to get rid of him. But if he's talking top tier money, no way, bro. He's just not there.
I don't think he's top tier money, in my opinion. Too. I think he has some work to do because even at some times, he did get beat a lot. I mean, last year, we got lit up at certain points within the season, and he's got beat quite a few times. He didn't like completely lock him down, and so like going into this season, he's gonna have a lot of work cut out for him. You know, if he wants to be, you know, paid top dollar, you know,
absolutely,
he's gonna have a lot of work to do.
You know, and it's not to knock him. You know, I'm a Bears fan to think that we're knocking him. You know, the question was, do we think he's deserving of those types of numbers, them type of figures? And no, that's the simple answer. That's the simple answer. Does he have the potential to be there? Yes, he does.
For sure.
Yeah. There's a high-end talent here that we're talking about. Just not completely realized yet. Now, this was Sauce Gardner we were talking about, and you was asking that same question, and he was in a contract year, maybe my answer would have been different. It's not Sauce Gardner.
Oh yeah, if he was Sauce Gardner, oh hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So going on to the next topic, Justin Fields. I know that he's kind of been like kind of the star of the show, but like personally, more importantly, his connection with DJ Moore. So far, like they've been making a lot of buzz and OTAs. With his connection to him and DJ Moore, like they've been lighting up the defenses like 11 on 11, 7 on 7s. Like they have been like killing it so far in voluntary OTAs. Mm-hmm. So speaking of Justin Fields and DJ Moore, how big of an impact is this? The fact that Justin Fields, that he got DJ Moore, how big of an impact do you think each player is going to be for each other this upcoming season?
Well, I don't know that right now, Coach, that we can judge the impact because they've not actually played a game together yet. So
right.
It's kind of a tough call to try to judge the impact. But if I was giving, how can I say it? If I was giving a prediction about the kind of impact that I thought they were going to have, I think the impact is going to be highly explosive. We may be looking at a Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs
type
situation going on here. We're talking about a similar two quarterbacks with a similar skill set and two wide receivers with a very similar skill set. So I could definitely see this being an explosive offense with those two at the helm of it. Right? They running, are the catalyst of it, I should say. They're the catalyst of it. In terms of impact, I think it's going to be huge. I think this Bears offense is going to be fun to watch, bro. A lot of people don't agree with me. I've had arguments with people about this. T.O., you can chime in on this because I'm sure you will. But I feel that the Bears have one of the fastest receiving cores in the game, if not the fastest, And the argument that I get on that,
people say Miami has a fast.
Right, Miami. You got three dudes running 4.3 speed. Well, we got three dudes running 4.3 over here too, along with a bunch of 4.4
and a quarterback.
Right, you know what I mean. So it's not like we're going to be a slouch, man. But I think this Bears offense is going to be dynamite.
We're gonna be a nightmare for opposing defenses, especially when they because they're gonna try to run that cover too. Like they're gonna try us, and like because they think that, oh man, like we gotta account for Justin Fields, so we're probably gonna run two deep high safeties or like try to see if we can stop them. But if you try to do that, you're gonna have an open guy that's probably gonna beat those two high safeties deep. And now that you're gonna have to try to come all the way down on Justin Fields because you got to worry about Justin Fields' legs. Like you got to worry about him, and then you also got to worry about Tyler Scott. You got to worry about DJ Moore. You got to worry about Chase Claypool. I'm like, you're gonna have to be like literally on your toes trying to stop this entire team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and and with the diversity and dynamics that this team is presenting this year, there's going to be a lot of problems for opposing defenses. Who are you going to cover? Mm-hmm. If you focus on the passing game and your focus is to stop DJ Moore and it's just to contain,
because he consistently gets open all the time.
Cole Kmet and Robert Tonyan. Then you got a run game you got to deal with too. You got Khalil Herbert, who's going to be coming out that backfield. Dante Foreman, who's going to be coming out that backfield. And Roshan Johnson. Mm-hmm. He could shock the world with a huge impact. And I really do believe that dude's going to be a huge impact player. And this, coupled with the fact that Justin Fields is arguably one of the best running quarterbacks in the game so far, in his short career.
They can run like some RPO packages for
oh, my God. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous. So if you can figure out a way to slow this down, and if Justin Fields remains efficient or stays efficient and doesn't give you any turnovers to work with, there's going to be a problem, bro. There's going to be a major problem trying to stop this team, bro. It's going to be a major problem.
I agree. I definitely agree. Mm-hmm. And this could be possibly, in my opinion, one of the best offenses. This has the potential, like the ceiling, to be like one of the best Bears offenses we've seen in our lifetime, based on everything. in my opinion, is going to be the best in the line, ever.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I got a couple. I'm a few years older than you, Coach, so I got a couple more seasons of Bears football against.
But I've
85 Bears had a lethal combination at wide receiver in Willie Gault and Dennis McKinnon. Those dudes were unstoppable. Plus, you had Walter Payton coming out the backfield, Emery Moorhead at the tight end. That was a dynamite team. Then in 95, I believe it was, you had Eric Kramer.
95, I remember that one.
Yeah, 95, we had Eric Kramer here.
And 2013.
Right, yeah, Eric Kramer here, along with, who was that? Curtis Conway and Jeff Graham at the wide receiver position. He had dynamite running game coming out the backfield with the A-Train, Anthony Thomas, Terrell Davis in the slot. We've had some nice offenses over here. Let's not forget the Jay Cutler-led offense that we had with Brandon Marshall and Alshon Jeffrey lined up, along with Matt Forte coming out the backfield and Greg Olsen at the tight end. These were great offenses that we had, bro. Great and very tough to contain, but it was hard to contain. Real talk. So
it definitely will be one of the best offenses we had in a long time. That's for sure.
Yeah, the jury's still out. We got to see where this is gonna go. We got to see what this
has that potential.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely has the potential. Has the potential to be great. I hope it's what's up, T.O.? Get on in here. Real Street Sports Talk. Come on in here, bro. Come on in here. The link is in the bio, bro. Link is in the description.
Oh yeah, and speaking of Justin Fields, he's been making a lot of progress with his quick decision throws. According to Matt Eberflus, he was saying that he has made strides during his game, during OTA practices. You can see him going through his reads quicker, reading coverages on the snaps and processing quickly. And this is not only evident from coaches, even also media personnel. Adam Hogue, he's saying that Justin Fields, he's making quick decisions. He's able to beat a lot of blitzes very quickly. And that's a big thing, because of course we definitely know that the coaches are gonna, vouch for their players, but it's another thing, when the media does it, because I mean, even when what's his name was playing, Mitch Trubisky was playing, he didn't have a lot of great stuff coming from the media, but some of his coaches were saying, "Oh, he's a great guy, great work ethic, upstanding personality," but when it came to the media, they were very blunt. They didn't hold back.
Mitch's problem when he was there, bro, he was too passive of a leader, bro. You're just not going to be the leader of any offense in the NFL, and you're afraid.
He didn't have that type of command, right?
Right, you're afraid to tell the coach, "No, I don't think we should run this. We should run that." Or you're afraid to take charge and to play an audible out or something because you're scared of what the coach is going to say. It's tough for players to respect you. It's tough for players to, to get behind you and support when they see that, this is what you are calling as a form of leadership. Are you really the leader, or is Matt Nagy the leader? That's the question that everybody probably was asking about Mr. Trubisky. In terms of skill set, I thought Mitch had a lot of tools to work with, bro. I really did, man. I thought he had a lot of tools to work with, and it really showed in those 2-minute drills with the Bears when the game was on the line and Matt Nagy couldn't call the plays and Mitch just had to do his thing. You saw the potential of Mitch. Then you saw Mitch showing up. You saw him making plays. You saw this guy had 3-4 games in a row where he had last-minute touchdown drives that won the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So the skill sets was there. He just didn't have the leadership qualities. And I think that's the difference between he and Justin Fields, man. They're putting a lot of emphasis on getting the ball out fast and all of this stuff. And that's great. And I do see that, as quarterback, you got to be ready to make those kind of decisions. And quick, fast, and in a hurry. But I think if you don't factor everything just based on speed and rather factor based on the acumen of the game, how fast you're making the reads, but
the intelligence of the game, understanding the nuances.
Right. The
The
intelligence
nuances.
thing.
It's
Right.
about the nuances.
Yeah, if you factor it on that, then you don't have to worry about speed necessarily being a factor. Now, speed is a part of it. Don't get me wrong. But do I want him to just hurry up and make a decision to go throw to somebody when he don't see somebody else open and potentially throw an interception? No. I want him to make the right play. You know what I mean?
The right decision.
That right play is right.
Because it might end up as an interception.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying, bro. They're putting a lot of emphasis on speed, getting through the reads quicker. I hear all of that. That's great. Sometimes, Coach, and you done played the game of football, so you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you can't make the quick read because the quick read is not available.
It's not there.
You're right. You gotta wait. You gotta have some patience. You gotta wait till a player comes open before you can make a play.
And you gotta wait till the play develops too.
Right. All of that, bro. We saying the same thing. Not that I don't want Justin Fields going through his reads faster. I do. I just don't want everybody to just focus all the emphasis on that. You know what I mean?
And we definitely know Field has the potential because he graded like in terms of like what was it? They did like an intelligence test in like,
are you talking about like RAS scores?
Not like a RAS, that's a flex score.
Okay.
But they did like a little intelligence score. And he graded out as like one of the highest ever. Like
we talking about Wonderlic? Is that what we're talking about? Wonderlic?
It was something else. Like it was a different intelligence test, but he graded out as like one of the highest like ever. Like beating out Patrick Mahomes, beating out like Josh Allen, like those.
I think for Justin Fields, bro, he's kind of got some demons to exercise in people's minds. Not that he has any of his own, but I just think people have really given him a bad rap. This is his third year, coming here as the Bears quarterback, and they're expecting this guy to come out here and, look like Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre and Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. No, you gotta have the tools and the strategy to make all of that happen. You don't just pop in and become greatest quarterback of all time. That doesn't happen overnight. That takes time. So I think he's coming out here this year with a chip on his shoulder with something to prove. Everybody's writing him off as a quarterback. What I hear from fans,
they call him a running quarterback or a running back.
Right, he's a really good running back. That's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing that. And Justin Fields is anything but just a running quarterback. I didn't even know Justin Fields was a good running quarterback until this past year.
Yeah, until this past season, right? I've just
all the time I saw him at Ohio State, bro. At Georgia, I saw a guy with a lethal arm. That's what I saw.
That's what I saw too, right?
Right. So the running, this is.
I saw him torch Penn State. I saw him torch Wisconsin. I saw him torch Michigan. Man, he used to give Michigan fits.
That's what I'm saying. You talking about a guy who the first 7 games of the year in his last season of college had started the game off with an opening drive touchdown. The first 7 games of the year. You don't do that. When have you ever heard of another quarterback in college football doing that? They don't do that. It takes a minute before they can figure it out, But
and didn't he also do that? And even in the NFL level, at times, like they had an opening score touchdown.
Yeah, and he's had his moments here.
Like 3 or 4 games, they had 5 games they had opening score touchdowns this past season.
But that's the factor that I don't want people to lose sight of. So first off, Justin Fields is still a young guy, so it's not like he's a failed experiment, quote unquote, in the league. That's not what Justin Fields is. Secondly, Justin Fields, he has a talent and a confidence that he himself can get this job done if nobody else is on this team. So fans can boo-hoo and cry and holler about what he's not doing at the quarterback position. All of you haters on the outside, y'all can bark and say what you want to say. Guess what? That's not going to move this kid.
Justin Fields already talking trash.
Of course.
He's like, with no pass rush and mediocre cornerbacks, I'm wondering why you guys don't talk defense. Can the Bears stop the other team last year? They couldn't.
Okay, that's cute. You can come in here anytime you ready, Tio. You can join this discussion.
Yeah, I already got the link.
Texting an hour-long message, bro.
I already got the link, T.O.
Right, let's go. It's in the comments, T.O. Let's go. Get on in here.
You're talking like Don Burr.
Yeah. What I love is all of the naysayers that's on the outside. They keep talking about last year. What does it tell you if the general manager tells you before the season starts that he's not counting a year? It tells you probably shouldn't put much stock in that year either. That's what it tells you. Now, as a Bears
was the whole point of last year is to rebuild.
As a Bears fan, of course I wanted to see the Bears win 10, 11, 12, 15, 20 games or whatever. I wanted to see the Bears do that. But the reality of the situation, bit me in the butt, and I had to eat my words because Tio made sure he didn't let me live it down. That, I had the Bears winning, 10, 11 games or whatever in the season. They didn't let me live that down. And that's fine. But that's the fan in me. The fan in me wants to see the Bears do that good, But the reality is what the general manager said, he meant every word of it. And he proved that at the trade deadline when he got rid of Robert Quinn and when he got rid of Roquan Smith. Roquan Smith. When he got rid of
about it, even if we won like maybe 10 or 11 games, I don't think it would have been good long term for like our rebuilding process.
Yeah.
Because like
it'd have been a more drawn out process because now we're going further and further down in the draft.
Down in the draft, right. And you don't have the capable talent to, be competitive, be that competitive team for the long term. Like Ryan Poles was thinking about the long term. He's thinking about us being competitive for the long term, us being competitive year in and year out so we can consistently win 10, 11, 12 games year in and year out. Like that's the big picture. Like if we win now, then that's not going to be good for us because, okay, you won 10 or 11 games and then next year, you're 7 and 10. Next year, you're 6 and 11. Then what? Like 2018 all over again.
We wanted he wanted to build us to where we become a perennial playoff powerhouse. This is what the goal of every general manager should be. You're trying to build so that the team is ready to go every year, not just
every single year.
Unlike what I just saw with the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, Mello, I'm taking shots, bro. I just saw the Minnesota Vikings build and stack and ready to go, and they ran and got TJ Hawkinson and all that to win 13 games last year, which was great. And then go to the first round of the playoffs, lose, and then dismantle the team because that's what's going on over there in Minnesota right now. Does that look like a winning situation in Minnesota? I don't think so. Well, look at here. What's up, yo?
Can you fellas hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah. Can't see you, but we hear you.
What's going on, man? How y'all feeling, man?
Good, brother. Good.
Good night. We're talking about NFL.
Yeah, I came on here because I got a few questions, man. With you guys, like I was saying, I hear to talk about the Bears being the fastest team in the league. Blah blah blah. Jesus Christ, the Bears being the top offense team in the league. Jesus Christ.
Top offense now.
How have the Bears been looking in OTAs on the defensive side, man? Because that's the question that we know the Bears is going to put up some points this year. As a Packer fan, I'm even knowing that the Bears is going to score some points this year. But the thing is,
and we got your first game. We got y'all first game too.
Yeah, first game, man. First game, definitely for sure. I'm just saying, what is there any concerns, man? What's been going on in OTAs with the defense, man? That's what I want to hear about.
So T.O., so apparently you may have missed the first part of this cast because that's what I started off with, talking about the defensive end in OTAs, the defensive end of the ball.
Okay, I missed that.
Yeah. So the Bears, it's been very high energy on the defensive side. These young players are extremely talented. They high energy. They flying around and they are physical, bro. They are everywhere right now. They're ball hawking. They're frustrating the receivers. They're doing everything that you want young players and young talent to do on the defensive end. The Bears are looking hungry on defense.
So when the 11 on In the 11-on-11's defense beating the offense right now?
No,
they're holding their own.
I'm
not gonna say beating
the
them.
Offense has been having an edge so far.
Right. I won't say they beating them, but they're definitely holding.
Because I can say that's the problem.
No, that's not a problem. You just want to find a problem because you're a Packers fan. All the problems is gonna be in Jordan Love lap when week 1. You get ready for that. That's what you get ready for.
Hey, get ready for game 1. We got y'all game 1.
For sure, man. It's going down game 1, Kofi, man. We're going to have some fun with it, man. You know, I'm expecting that it's going to be a close game dogfight. And I'm expecting after the game, Jordan Love is going to have a lot of people respect. They're going to say, okay, he's not this bum that's, you know, we all wanted him to be. You're going to see Jordan Love make some throws. Is he going to make some mistakes? He probably is. But I can guarantee you, when that game is over with, you guys going to see that Jordan Love can throw that ball, man. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to see, man.
T.O., what I would like to know is, who you hear that's out here calling Jordan Love a bum? I haven't heard that one.
I never heard anybody call him a bum.
What? Oh, my God. Come on, man.
A couple people call him bum.
I don't call him a bum. He ain't no bum to me.
Jordan Love, that's the first thing you just made a comment on. The problem is going to be with Jordan Love. With you know, come on now. we know what everybody thinks about Jordan Love because
that was me taking a shot at you as a Packers fan. That's what that was.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, look.
Real talk, Theo. Let me say this. I don't think Jordan Love is going to be no bum. I think he's going to be a solid quarterback in the NFL. Do I think he's going to come in here week 1 and light the Bears up? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I do not see him doing that week 1. But is he going to be a solid quarterback? Yes. Our Packers fans can get ready for a little bit of a letdown, though, because he's not Aaron Rodgers. I hate to break the news to them. He's not Aaron Rodgers.
His first full-time starter.
He's not going to be Aaron Rodgers, man. We all know that, man. And that's what Packers fans need to temper their expectations because he's not just following, and he's following 2 Hall of Famers, man.
Yeah.
He's following a legacy of 2 Hall of Famers, so he's not going to come out there.
Big shoes, man.
Man. So people got to temper that, man. I think he's gonna be solid, though, man. You know, Aaron Rodgers
big holes to fill. You know what I'm saying?
Big holes to fill. Aaron Rodgers was 6-10 coming out his first year. You know what I mean? I got the Packers at 8 wins this year, 8 to 9 wins. So, you know, we'll see.
I think that can be realistic too, T. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think 8 wins. I think the 8 wins is a realistic goal. I don't know if they hit the metric, but I think it's very possible.
Well, we got to start off good early, man. With this soft schedule we got early, man. Jordan Love is really set up to go out there and get his feet under him, man. Because these first 6 games we got, they all games he should thrive in. So we'll see, man.
The key thing I think for the Packers is a Bears cast. So we're not going to talk about these bums for too long. But the key thing I think for the Packers is that offensive line, bro. How much time can they buy for Jordan Love? You know, if you can buy time for him to get his feet under him, I think then you'll see all the skill set that Jordan Love has.
We're in good shape then because McCarthy is back and he's healthy, 100% healthy, man. Now we can move Jenkins back to the guard. You know, put Myers at center, Runyon at guard. So yeah, we got Pro Bowlers on that line. So if that's the question that people want to know, we good right there, man. Well, he
going to need Elton Jenkins, right? Elton Jenkins, he got that contract.
Yeah, Elton Jenkins, yeah. We move him back to left guard. Yeah, he go back to left guard. He can play anywhere. That's my boy, man.
Yeah, he's very versatile.
Yes, sir.
Do I expect Jordan Love to come out here and set the world on fire? No, I don't expect that to happen, bro. I think he's gonna be solid, though. I don't think he's gonna be no bomb, bro.
He's gonna look like Mitchell Trubisky.
Come on, Cole. You're a damn lie.
Right, bro. He's gonna look like Mitchell Trubisky. Is this thing on?
I've been checking out the Bears.
Remember after the 2018 season, he's gonna look like him, like during that season when we had our 100th anniversary.
Okay. What were you about to say, T.O., about the Bears OTAs?
Man, I was checking out some of the Bears OTAs because one thing about me, man, as a Packer fan, I check in on the Bears, I check in on the Vikings, I check in on the Lions. That's just how I am.
The enemies. Huh?
So I was, checking in on the Bears, man, and they were saying that, you know, DJ Moore was out there just making catches that the reporters never even seen. No Bears. Yeah, so I'm like, oh, my God, man. So I'm thinking that I'm calling him Joe Love. Justin Fields, man, and DJ Moore, that's going to be a nice little connection, man. I ain't going to lie. And I think Claypool for you guys is gonna have a big year because he gets to step back into that role where he could just be in that slot, man. And I like Claypool a lot this year, man. As far as fantasy wise, man. But
Mhm.
that's what I've been hearing, man. DJ Moore is clowning out there, man. And that's good that he's showing up to voluntary workouts, man, because a lot of superstars, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, all these big name guys, man, that's not showing up to voluntary workouts. But you want to see your superstar show up to voluntary, especially if you ain't coming off no Super Bowl, man.
Yeah. I got a hot take on Cole Komet, fellas. But before I drop that, Cole, could you put that last comment back up that was put there? From Brian White, I believe that is. T.O., I believe this is a question that was for you. So honestly,
that was probably for you.
The line will be better. I think that Brian's asking you that question.
Yeah, I would think my line would be better. If we get Bach back, people got to understand Bach is statistically wise one of the greatest left tackles of all time. This guy's an all pro. He gave up less than 30 sacks his whole career. He gave up about 22 sacks his whole career. So yes, with him covering Love blindside, Jenkins is an all pro guard. We put Josh Myers. If Josh Myers got one time to fuck up and we putting Zach Tom in there, another guy who's good. Yeah, I think my offensive line is gonna be good, man.
He's coming off that injury, so he's gonna.
But you never heard of no bad Packers offensive line, man. And I think that question gotta be for the Bears, man. When he's saying you think the offensive line is gonna be
you're
better.
the only one talking about an offensive line.
Yeah, we didn't talk about
that question. Gotta be for the Bears, bro. It gotta be.
Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said? You was the only person talking about offensive line. Well, nobody else talking about offensive line, bro. But if we are talking about the Bears offensive line, I don't think we're gonna have too many worries, bro. Only thing we got to see,
as long as we're average, we don't need to be like.
All we got to see is what Braxton Jones is gonna do on that left side, bro. I think Darnell Wright is a plug and play player. He gonna come in, he gonna shut down. Nothing's gonna change from his college.
Oh yeah, that's definitely was for you. He said bear down. That was definitely for you.
There you go.
No, that one for me. That got to be for the Bears, man. Because the Bears are going to have the worst offensive line.
Bear down, Brian. That's right.
Hey, listen, man.
The only person talking about an offensive line, sir. But here's my hot take, fellas. Here's my hot take. I want to say this while you on here, T.O. Cole Komet, Pro Bowler this year. I got him there, bro. I think everybody they're going to look at this Bears receiving core. They're going to be worried about DJ Moore and trying to see what we're going to do with Chase Claypool and all these guys. And they're going to forget about this dude, man. They're going to forget about this dude. He going to
let me throw a little water on your hot take.
Uh-oh.
Robert Tonyan catches more balls than Komet. With Luke Gessie calling the plays over the offensive guy from the Packers, Robert Tonyan catch more balls than Komet. That's
Robert Tonyan.
What's he?
Is a cat that's on a 1-year deal. 1 year. Luke Gessie just had a full season with Cole Komet and he clowned. I'll put money on that, bro.
Let's see.
Not gonna have more targets. No, you're not gonna have more catches. Not gonna happen.
It's gonna be fun, man, to watch, man.
It's definitely gonna be fun.
I can't wait for this season. I'm already ready for it. Like I'm already pumped. Like
I'm so pumped for football season, man.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be interesting to see your Packers without a superstar quarterback. I can't wait to see what that looks like, man.
You'll see it early, September 10th, man. Packers and Bears, man. We're gonna get it on.
Center,
man.
I'll be there at the stadium.
We're gonna find out who's gonna be having their face flat on the ground, or who's gonna have their head held high after the game.
We gonna see, man. It's gonna be fun, man. I was just stopping in here, man. To fight with y'all a little bit about the Packers and Bears, man. I know this is a Bears OTA show, man. So I'm finna jump up out of here, fellas.
Thanks for joining, man. I appreciate you coming in.
You're always welcome.
Show, man. Go Pack, go! Y'all know what it is.
Yeah, Bears just beat you. The Packers down on Madden. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Let's go.
All right, man. Yeah,
that
was Teal, the guy right there. His rumbling of the Packers. But back to the Chicago Bears. So, Jason McIntyre, who's also part of Colin Cowherd's team, he did like a top 10 ranking for his top 10 most
I
improved
saw that. Yeah.
NFL teams after the draft, free agency, and some of his picks was Baltimore, Denver Broncos, Jacksonville Jaguars, the Chargers, the New York Jets, but he had the Chicago Bears at number 1. He said the Bears spunk like a drunken sailor this offseason, but here's the good news. The last 2 teams to spend the most in free agency have seen an uptick in nearly 4 wins. The Patriots 2 years ago made the playoffs and lost, and last year Jacksonville. So, according to you, Chuck Miller, do you think the Bears is the most improved team so far in this offseason?
Oh, it has to be. We come from 3-14. We made all these dynamic moves. We got all these big time players. You know, we didn't draft it well. We traded for DJ Moore. We brought in Darnell Wright, you know, to shore up the right side. We got Nate Davis. You know, we got
Tremaine Edmonds.
We got Edwards. We got all these new cornerbacks and everything across the board. The Bears have upgraded the development of this team immensely, the talent level of this team immensely. So without question, Bears definitely are the most improved team in the NFL. And I saw the cast of what you were talking about with his ratings. Absolutely, this was no brainer.
Yep.
Yeah, this was no brainer. And Jason McIntyre was spot on with this, bro. On top of that, I believe the Bears still have like about $30 million in cap space. So we're not quite done, bro. We're trying to get
a pass rusher.
Yeah, we're trying to get a edge rusher. You know, we got our eyes targeting the who's that? The Chase Youngs of the world. If he can stay healthy and upright, you know, the Jadeveon Clowney may be an option for us. This Yannick dude from over in Indianapolis with the Colts. May be an option for us.
Another option is Shaq Barrett. I just read up some news on him. They're thinking about cutting him. Shaquille Barrett from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay. So
he could be a possible option.
Right, and a cheap fine for us. That could be a cheap fine for us, you know. So I mean, you know, the options are endless right now for the Bears. You know, I think it goes without saying, without a doubt, that the Bears, you know, we're the most improved team in the NFL, without a doubt.
I agree. Yeah. And then we also got Frank Clark out there, but yeah, we're definitely. I think I definitely agree with this take. I think we are the most improved team because I mean, like look what happened last year. I mean, we freaking completely gutted that team the previous year. You know, when we had Khalil Mack, Akeem Hicks, all the players that we pretty much had from the past regime, we pretty much just gutted them out, and we had the worst record. Last year, and with what he has done, with the amount of resources that he was doing, that he had, especially with the number 1 pick, how he was able to acquire DJ Moore and extra picks, an extra first-round pick on top of that. I mean, like,
I'm curious to know, not to cut you off, but I heard you mention a name that I have been hearing a lot. In this all season in terms of edge rusher. You mentioned Frank Clark. What's your take on him? Because what I've read on him, I don't know a whole lot about Frank Clark, but what I've read on him, what I've seen is that Frank Clark is more of a playoff performer.
Right. Yeah, he's more of a playoff performer.
You don't really get much out of him in the regular season, But in the playoffs, he surprises everybody. He has these big monster games, key sacks, forced fumbles and different things that he does come playoff time. What's your take on him,
bro? Yeah, definitely, I agree. It's like when it comes to like the regular season, he's not as consistent. I mean, we could read off some of his stats so far, but like, yeah, when it comes to like some of his advanced metrics or like his advanced stats, I mean, yeah, in terms of like quarterback pressure, he kind of gets to the quarterback, but in terms of like his sack production is not there. I mean, the past maybe 2 to 3 seasons, he's averaged like around 4.5 sacks, 4.5, 5.5 sacks per season since he's been with the Kansas City Chiefs. Like I'm looking this past season, he's had 5 sacks. He had 13 quarterback hits. I don't know about his QB pressure is not saying over here, but yeah. But like when it comes to the playoffs, I mean, this guy, he's just lights out.
Yeah, he shows up. He shows up big time.
Like
in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's had like this past season, he's had 2.5 sacks, 7 combined tackles. He's had 5 quarterback kicks. He's had 18 QB pressure. Well, yeah, 18 QB pressures. I mean, like he's been a monster in the playoffs. But like, I mean, when he comes to like the regular season, he's more very pedestrian, you know. And the thing about it, I mean, if he does want to sign with the Bears, does he fit the mold with what Matt Eberflus is trying to run? Like, is he?
You mean the hits philosophy?
Yeah, will he take certain plays off? You know, because we got to remember, you know, we got to also look for people who are younger too. Like he's looking for younger players, and this guy Frank Clark, he's 30 years old. You know, I don't think he wants to do just like a 1-year deal. He probably wants to look for somebody maybe 26 or 27. Not somebody who's like 30 or over. You know, he wants to look for
I think a player like Frank Clark, bro, is one of those players that if he's still available and floating around just around playoff time, I think you're going to pick him up then. You know,
right? Yeah,
you got to pick him up for the playoff run. I definitely would not sign him to any big money for know any number of years, or even pick him up necessarily during the season. You know, I think you can wait on his talent. I think you can wait on his talent. You know, he seems like that kind of player to me, bro. But yeah, I'm just curious about it because
somebody you could just trade. Like if you're in the playoff hunt, right? Like if you're in the playoff hunt, or like you're guaranteed to make the playoffs, like yeah, that's somebody you could trade for, or somebody can like just pick up.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I'm just curious because I have been reading up on him a while back. Like I said, don't know much about him, but from what I had seen, you know, all of his numbers, his numbers come at the right time. It's just odd to me that they don't show up into the playoffs. You know, I'm not mad at that, though. I'm not mad at that. So, yeah, if we're in a situation where we still need an edge rusher and we're in a playoff push, I can see going to get that guy in. You know, I can see get him. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any other topics we could talk about in regards to the Bears.
What was your take on the OTAs, bro? What do you think so far?
OTAs? I think the energy is very high. Ryan Poles was just talking about like he expects this team to compete for the NFC North title. He was talking about it in a press conference that he expects his team to compete, you know, and play hard, you know. The energy I feel like is very different compared to previous years, especially with this past regime. Like there's like a lot of more optimism that I felt even as a Bears fan. Like it's like a different type of optimism. It's like, man, there's a feeling of like hope. Like, man, I was like, you know, we're gonna be hopefully one of the top teams for the upcoming future. We're not gonna be like these bottom tier teams, because think about it, the NFC is wide open. Like there's no like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 teams that really stands out, you know, besides, you know, like the Eagles or possibly the Dallas Cowboys. You know, San Francisco, yeah, they have a good roster, but that quarterback position, you know, like is very shaky.
It's always iffy with them, yeah.
It's always iffy, especially with San Francisco. They're always like very like up and down, you know. I mean, Dallas, you know, of course, you know, they're always going to be good, you know. But Dak Prescott, like when it comes to like the playoffs, he kind of reminds me of almost like Kirk Cousins in a way.
He doesn't cut it. Yeah.
He just I don't know. He just doesn't cut it. Like he's a good quarterback. Like don't get me wrong. Like he'll pad the stats. Like he'll give you like 300 yards or like 2 TDs, but like
he'll put up a good fight in a playoff game. Can he make the big play when it counts?
Exactly. Can he make the plays when it counts? You know,
right.
That's the problem with him. You know,
And with no Aaron Rodgers over here, no more Tom Brady, bro. This NFC is wide open, bro. It's wide open. He's expecting us to take the North. What do you think about that, Packers fans? What do you think about that, Lions and Vikings fans?
Think about that, T.O. the guy.
yeah. Let's hear that, fellas. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about that?
And I'm like, I love T.O.'s optimism. I love it, but he's gonna have a rude awakening when game one sets up. Like,
man, I promise you, go this all. I've been telling him, man, it's gonna be a rude awakening. Everybody wants to keep looking back at this 3-14.
He's gonna feel like us Bears fans, like y'all gonna go back to the 70s and 80s Packers. You're gonna go back to that era. Like,
it's gonna be black and blue all over again in this division for y'all. Black and blue, baby, black and blue. I love the optimism of Ryan Poles, man. Here's a guy that's confident in what he's put together. And let me add this, Cove, while I'm thinking about it. You know who's extremely confident in the player Justin Fields this year? All of the players that are on this team. That guy Walker, I believe his name is
Marcus Walker.
Marcus Walker from Tennessee. He came over here and they asked him in his press conference when he first signed with the Bears, was Justin Fields being the quarterback, was that impactful in terms of his decision, in terms of him coming to play the Bears? Absolutely was his answer. These guys want to play with Justin Fields.
Tremaine Evans came over here because he wanted to play with him.
Everybody sees it. Everybody that's here, we see it. The rest of these guys, I mean, I don't know what to tell them. Y'all on the outside looking in, y'all gonna get a rude awakening this year. And when you do, don't jump on board. Justin Fields got enough fans over here. We good, bro. We good.
And you even have some Packers fans who are talking like they are so obsessed with Justin Fields. Like, I'm all over Twitter. Packers fans say, "Man, did you see that throw Justin Fields made?" They're posting up videos of Justin Fields of him like running all over that Green Bay. When he ran that 60-yard touchdown, man, just imagine if we had a quarterback like Justin Fields.
Here's the reality that Packers fans are coming to grips with. Some Packers fans coming to grips with. Justin Fields is a holy terror for any defense trying to contain him. Okay, let's say he doesn't throw for 300 yards and 5 TDs in a game. That's fine. He'll just run for 250 yards and 3 TDs on the ground. He'll get it done, is the point. He'll get it done.
And not only that, we got some capable running backs too. Let's not forget about that. You don't only got to account for Justin Fields. You got to account for Khalil Herbert. You got to account for Roshan Johnson.
Man, you got a whole.
Let's even throw in Velus Jones in some packages. He could be like that Deebo Samuel, that wide back.
And then let's not forget Tyler Scott, the new kid on the block, flying down this field. Flying with wings. Call him Pegasus.
As long as we got Justin Fields, we will lay the smackdown on their candy ass.
Yes, sir, Big B. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's one of my coworkers, Big B, man. He chiming in. I appreciate your comments tonight, bro. Jumping off in there. Yeah, but that's absolutely right, bro. As long as Justin got time, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. The $1 million question, and T.O. was alluding to, the Bears getting pressure on other teams' offenses with our defense. The $1 million question is, will defenses be able to contain our offense? Are they going to be able to contain Justin Fields? Are they going to be able to shut down DJ Moore? Can they do anything with Darnell Mooney when he's streaking deep? Are you going to be able to stop Jace Claypool? What are you going to do with Cole Kmet? What are you going to do with Robert Tonyan? What are you going to do with Tyler Scott and Felix Jones and Khalil Herbert, Dante Foreman, and Roshan Johnson? What are you going to do with all these guys when they turn loose on you? Who are you going to cover? Pick your poison. Where are you going to make the stop? Let me know. I love to see it. I use the Bears. I use the Bears all the time, in solely and only on a Madden. I played the Madden. It was Swifty. I'm still waiting, bro. I'm still waiting for that game, man. We ain't got one in yet, bro. But yeah, I use the Bears all the time, man. And what I see is, my players, the players that I have, I'm very limited right now because we're going with last year's roster and what have you, last season's roster.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I see where
they haven't updated it yet. Usually they do updates or something.
Yeah, and they have. I just don't dig deep into the new players until the new game comes out, But whatever the case, what I see is the potential of this offense. I'm beating cats with Darnell Mooney on one side, Chase Claypool on the other, David Montgomery as the running back coming through the middle, and Cole Kmet. Those pretty much are all the weapons that I got, Cole. If I can manage winning games with those guys, what are you going to do when you give me DJ Moore to go along with Darnell Mooney, and you give me who is that, Tyler Scott and Velus Jones to go along with Chase Claypool, and now you giving me Robert Tonyan to go along with Cole Kmet, and you giving me Dante Foreman to go along with Khalil Herbert? How do you stop this?
You can't.
This is going to be one of the toughest. I believe the Bears are going to have one of the toughest offenses in the league to stop, bro. I believe that, bro. I believe that. Be right up there with your Kansas City Chiefs, with your Miami Dolphins. Yeah, I said it, and I'm standing on it.
Yeah, and what was I going to say? Matt Eberflus says, better get your track shoes on because we're going to be running. And we're going to be running hard. Get your track shoes on.
All game. One thing has always been a downfall of every Packers defense, even when they're playing great, is they get worn down. And if they got to chase all day, good luck with stopping this offense.
I mean, look at San Francisco. San Francisco has been a thorn in Green Bay's side. And guess why? Because all those receivers, man, they just super fast. Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, well, I mean, San Francisco has been known as a ground and pound team who pretty much pound the Green Bay Packers into the ground with the run game, bro. Believe it or not. Now I'll never forget who was that.
That 2019 NFC Championship.
NFC Championship game. This guy had 4 rushing touchdowns. I'm incredible,
bro.
Heard of against the Packers, just like they went, it was little kids.
Raheem Mostert single-handedly beat that team.
Destroyed them, bro. He destroyed the Packers.
Jimmy Garoppolo only threw 4 passes the whole entire game.
I think it was only 2. It might have just been 2.
Might have been 2, right?
Who needs to throw? You got to do running like this.
All you got to do is run. Okay.
Yeah. So teams traditionally, what the Bears traditionally have done well and succeeded in the NFL is with our physicality. We are physical teams, bro. We are physical teams. The Bears we always play a very physical brand of defense. We have a physical style of offense because we love the ground and pound with the run game and what have you. Our receivers are traditionally big, you know what I mean? Big physical guys that you're going to have problems trying to bring down,
Yeah.
So physicality is our strength. And if our strength becomes your weakness, look out. That's all I can say. Look out. DJ Moore is a complete package. This guy is bringing
Guess who's back?
Wait a minute.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
Wait a minute. When have the Bears ever worn the Packers down in any game?
Who said that, sir? You listening with your good ears?
What I'm listening is you guys said one thing about the Packers defense is going to get worn down. When have we ever got worn down by the Bears?
Sir, I'm going to need you to turn up your hearing aid and listen really good. The worn down part we was talking about was with Raheem Mostert, sir, with the San Francisco 49ers. No, okay, right. That's he crazy if he think the Green Bay Packers is just gonna come in here and just keep the ball rolling and keep the ship moving like nothing's gonna ever change.
This is the same old Bears that just kept getting their butt whipped over and over again.
He'll see week 1. He'll see week 1. He'll be on here praising the Bears after week 1. Guarantee you.
So, like I was saying,
I don't care that you
When
jumped out.
have the Bears ever worn the Packers defense down?
It's going to officially start now. We've done this.
It's going to officially start first game.
Hold on, Cole. We've done this plenty of times to the Packers. So you can say what you want to say. The only thing you remember is the Aaron Rodgers years. You don't remember 2006 when it was that Devin Hester was running all over the field, all on you fools, and we beat you guys in the season series for the 2 games. You don't remember that. You don't remember that. So
no, I don't remember that because Packers.
I know you never
remember
year
in and year out. So it's hard for me to remember.
You never remember. It's okay.
Let me say this though. One thing the Packers defense have done, we have seen Justin Fields 4 times. We know everything Justin Fields is going to do. We know we ready for the run. He's going to do what he do. I'm not taking nothing away from Justin Fields.
Thank you.
But don't sit up here and say that Justin Fields is going to wear the Packers down, bro, because he had a 60-yard run last year on us, but that's not enough.
Did you hear anybody on here say Justin Fields is going to wear the Packers down?
I heard that's what you said, man.
No, you hear what you want to hear.
No.
What you want to hear. I need you to go back and rewind this. I need you to go back and rewind this cast and go and listen to what was actually said, because you're not hearing right.
But week 1, man, I had to come back in here because I had enough for the Packers slander, man. Enough for the Packers slander.
You gonna get some more Packers slander, so you gonna get ready for that.
And let me tell you something, man. I heard you, Kofi, and I made sure I got a good screenshot of you saying the Packers going back to the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah, I said that.
And I heard you guys saying we're going to be a rude awakening.
Yeah, we
said y'all gonna have a rude awakening.
I'm ready to drop bombs on y'all when the Packers come out of Soldier Field with a win, baby. I'm going to have all the screenshots. I'm going to have all the videos. And I just love this talk that you guys is doing, man, because
Jordan will get no love.
As a matter of fact, you all right. Hey, Tio. As a matter of fact, hey, screenshot this. This is my hot take. The Bears are gonna blow out the Green Bay Packers 34-17. Screenshot that.
And Kobe being nice, he giving y'all 17.
Man,
I'm giving you 3.
Tell you something, man. Last time I was on your show, man, and I gave you a prediction, Kofi, you was falling out your chair, man, because you almost had Nathan Peterman starting for you, and that would have been a slaughterhouse. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a prediction right now. Packers go into Soldier Field. It's a close game, 17-20. Bears winning. Bears get the ball. Justin Fields throw the pick to Jerry Alexander. Jordan Love come down with the game-winning drive.
Dreams.
Packers win.
This is
24-20.
That's spiked.
And the misery continues for the Chicago lovable losing Bears, baby.
This is spiked Kool-Aid. Just say no. It's not gonna happen.
I want to know what type of Kool-Aid you're drinking, man. You're drinking that
Hey, I'm drinking the same Kool-Aid I drink every year before I play the Bears.
You're drinking that green lime Kool-Aid. You're drinking that.
The difference is that lime green Kool-Aid with the orange, with the gold spiking in it, is not Aaron Rodgers' brand, bro.
Hey,
ain't there no more, bro. You about to see.
I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. Last year, Aaron Rodgers, man, not to throw no salt on my guy. I think he's the greatest quarterback to ever throw that ball.
He is not.
Last year, he was QB 21. I know for sure Jordan Love not going to be QB 21 this year, man. I think Jordan Love could come out here and be better with a pack, man, for sure.
Yeah, he is.
It's another Bears fan that ain't never won nothing, never seen the Bears beat the Packers, so there ain't nothing new. I'm not finna argue here. I'll argue with you two guys.
You know nothing about the history of this rivalry, if that's what you think, bro.
No.
You know y'all just took the lead maybe about a year or two ago, right?
Yeah, a year or two ago.
No. We just took the lead last year.
Okay. Keep thinking we ain't never seen us beat y'all.
No, but what I'm saying is that we did this over the course of 30 years, man. Like the last 30 years, bro.
It's over.
You don't want to know the record the last 30 years with us, so we're not going to go there. We're not going to talk about that. All right. So fellas, I'm gonna try to leave again, man. And you know,
you ain't gotta leave. You can stay right here, son. You're not.
I'm getting out of here, man, because you got y'all funny, man. Y'all funny with this Bears offense. It's all the offense.
Hey, and tell Brett Favre to stop stealing money. Stop sending them PPP loans.
Yeah, get your guy in order, man.
Get him in order.
Hey,
that's ridiculous.
Hot take. Game 1, Bears versus Packers. Chicago Bears 34, Packers 3. You won't get nothing.
The Packers will not be the same with the diva. Yeah, we already know who that diva is.
The Packers wasn't the same last year with them, man. You know, I love Aaron Rodgers, but y'all gotta understand what my team did last year. Aaron Rodgers, if you look at his numbers, man, Joe, it wasn't that good, man.
It wasn't that good because he didn't take
on third down. And let me tell you another thing. Would you believe me if I told you that when the Packers got down there on the goal line, goal to goal, do you know we was last in the league in scoring? We didn't score when we got down there last. I don't know what happened last year with Aaron Rodgers.
That's not surprising.
Goal to goal. That is very surprising. Packers is money when we get down there, Diddy. You know that. Packers is money when we get by the end zone, man. Goal line. Last year, we was last in the league.
Well, when you have not built a rapport with your receivers,
exactly. Now we got Jordan Love out there with this chemistry he built with these rookies. Now we get down there goal to goal, and Packers can just run the ball in like we supposed to do any goddamn way. Use Aaron Jones and use AJ Dillon when we get down there. So now that's why I think we're going to excel better at. But I'm not. This is not the Packers show. We're gonna get to that one.
Man, look, you can talk these slackers, Packers all day on
because I'm hurting the Bears fans' ears that's listening to this. I know they're screeching their ears now over there, man.
Of noise and they really ain't trying to hit you. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I know they're not, man, but I'm gonna get out there, man. I love joining this show. I love watching this show. This is one of my favorite shows to watch, man. Kofi, man, keep dropping it, man. Keep dropping these videos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love watching it, man.
Appreciate that, T.O. Appreciate that.
You're always welcome over here, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's funny, though.
That's
we
funny,
love you, T.O., but, yeah, you're a delusional Packers
fan. 34-3. 34-3.
34-17.
No, that's too many points, bro. I'm giving them 3. Jordan Love got to show me something. 3. He got to show me something. I don't got shutout. I think he's gonna be solid, but this guy may end up
34-0.
Maybe end up being PJ Walker for all we know. I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know what to expect from Jordan Love. Jordan Love has not played a full full 2-3 games in his career. I'm not putting any stock in that at this point. I'm not putting any stock in that. Justin Fields had 1 full year to play, 1 full year, and they're already ready to stone this man and write him off. But I'm supposed to praise Jordan Love and believe he's the 3rd, 5th, 16th coming of Packer greatness. Nah, we're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that.
Definitely not doing that.
We're not doing
that. Before we end this show, I'm pretty sure everyone been watching the NBA Finals lately. Who do you think? Who do you got for the finals?
Look, man, this one pains me to say this, though. I am a big Jimmy Butler fan.
Me too, man.
Never wanted the Bulls to trade him, bro. I never wanted that to happen, and I've been pissy mad ever since. That they did that. But truth be told, Denver is just too big. They're too athletic. They're too deep. They're too strong. All the advantages are to Denver in this series, bro. They got nothing to stop Aaron Gordon. They got nothing to stop Michael Porter Jr. They got nothing to handle the Joker, Nikola Jokic.
We know what he could do. He gets a triple-double every game.
He wakes up with a triple-double. Like Steph Curry when he get out the car from the parking lot, he's open for the 3.
From full court, right?
Triple doubles, and I just think Denver is just too deep, bro. I think in the long run, Denver wins this series in 6 games, bro. But I want Jimmy to get a ring, man. I do.
Yeah, me too. I want him too.
Yeah,
to rub it in the freaking Chicago Bulls organization. You see what you did? Yeah, this is the ring I got. I could have gave y'all this ring, but no, y'all were too freaking stupid about it to trade me for Levine. All right, okay, I'm gonna take this team to the NBA Finals. I'm gonna show you what type of player I am.
He's not taking it once, but twice. He's taking that team to the finals twice, bro. Twice. They didn't win the first time. That was in the bubble. But, you know, they back here again with the potential to bring it home. And I'm not going to lie to you. I picked Denver to win, but I'm not mad at Jimmy get a ring, bro. I want to see Miami get it. So for Jimmy, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. I mean, you saw what he did to Milwaukee, man. Like, he completely, like, you see what he did to Drew Holiday? Like,
and if he wins, to me, this just validates him. I've been telling people forever and a day that Jimmy Butler is one of the best two-way players in the game. I've been saying that for the longest. He's one of the best.
And he's one of the best playoff performers. I mean, one of the best playoff performers I've seen.
In recent history, definitely.
In recent history, yeah.
Yeah, in recent history, definitely one of the best playoff performers that we've seen out here. But yeah, man, I want to say Jimmy and them gonna win so bad.
Denver. I got Denver in 6.
Yeah, me too, bro. Come on.
I hate to say it, but
you're a liar out of me.
The good thing is I'm not betting on this game. I do not want to bet.
Nah, you're smart. You're smart to stay away from that, bro. You're smart to stay away from that.
But anyway, man.
I just think Denver is way too deep, bro. They got all the advantages there, bro. You know, and Pat Riley's phenomenal. One of the most brilliant coaches / general managers I've ever seen. But
to take all these undrafted players and to bring the best out of them.
For me, as brilliant as that is and as great as that makes him look, Pat's got to stop always looking to undrafted players to come through for the rescue. At some point, come on, bro. You got to pay some people. Bring some people in Miami to help Jimmy and Bam Adebayo, bro. Don't leave them out there working like that, man. They're working too hard, bro. And every once in a while, you get these guys to show up and do a little something. Thanks, Seal. That's Sylvester for the job, bro. Y'all kill it as usual. I believe in Denver over the Heat. Go on, y'all. Keep doing them. Bears. Let's go.
Yeah, bear down, man. Bear down.
Yes, I appreciate that, Seal. Appreciate that, my brother.
But yeah, we're over an hour. But I'd like to thank all my guests for coming. I'd like to thank you, Brian. Thank you, Teal the guy, for coming. Jonah Pitney. And all of my KO sports fans out there. Like,
yes,
thank you for coming. Stay tuned for more video. I'm gonna do a highlight video on DJ Moore. I'm gonna be doing my reaction video on DJ Moore this upcoming week, probably tomorrow or sometime this weekend. But stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for coming to the show. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for my content. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you can get all types of updates. We talking NFL, we talking MLB, we talking Chicago Bears, we talking everything Chicago sports, man.
That's right.
Mainly Chicago Bears and Chicago Bulls, but mainly Chicago Bears. Bear down. But as always, guys, I'd like to thank you for coming. Me and my co-host for coming to our show.
Yes,
and
sir.
Stay tuned for more updates. But as always, guys, bear down.
Bear down.
All right, guys, I'm out. Peace.
That's why I'm trying to make a better way. Whole new crib in a better place. Get my people out the